Hi guys, I'm What Beck Sews. Welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber, and welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be talking all about my August makes, and I'm really looking forward to sharing these with you. I've got quite a lot to show you. I'm going to get changed into each one so you can see. Apologies if this vlog ends up becoming too long. Now what I will say is this will probably be my last makes video. The reason for that being is I have got an awful lot. I've managed to work a way of getting sewing into my life quite easily, where I'm producing sort of more than 4 or 5 garments a month. So what I'm thinking I'm going to start doing is jumping on the bandwagon with the Friday Sews, created by Jen Sewing Room. So that way I can share with you each week, and then the extra content that I've got I can pop out on top, and hopefully you guys will like that, and it'll be a little bit more bite-sized rather all in one go. So let's get started with what I got made up this month. So let's talk about the first thing, which is what I'm wearing. It is the Friday Pattern Company Saguaro set. Now, obviously this doesn't look like the one that you see, and I'll pop the line drawings in here for you to see. Because what I've done with this is I have done a back and back. I've cut an extra inch along the neckline just so I can fit my head through fine. And I've just done a bias bound edge on that. And then I have lengthened it a little bit, just because I don't like my tummy on show. And because it's this beautiful drapey viscose from Fabricland, you would have seen it in my Fabricland haul vlog. It just drapes lovely. So let me turn the camera around so you can see this in all of its glory. I have to say this is one of my favourite makes, so much so that I whipped up another top. And then that falls into one of my disaster areas because I tried to match it with a skirt, and I'm not very happy with the skirt, but I will show you. So yeah, but I can see me making another one up because this will be great for taking on holiday, and I am pretty much living in this set at the moment. So let me stand up and turn you around. Try and do this sensibly. You're going to see a pile of odd socks behind me just there. I was sorting out all the washing yesterday. Right, so here it is in all of its glory. So you've got these pockets here, and it's got a waistband here that's got this lovely, I don't know if you can see because the pattern's so busy, but this sort of cinched in detailing or top stitching that does that. You've got this band here that's also got that detailing, but the way that this is, because I've given it that bit of length with that drape, it just sort of hangs over, which I absolutely love. There we go. So it is just gorgeous. I'm very, very, very pleased with this make. I will also pop a picture in just here for you guys to see me in it stationary, so you can get to actually see what it looks like just in a stationary position, although I quite like the moving about bit in it because you can really get a feel for what it's like. I must admit the neckline's perfect. Just move my hair out of the way. It only comes to just before the bra straps, so that works really nicely, and I still feel like I've got nice mount. So if I wear my hair up, it looks really sort of, yeah, I don't know, but I'm really happy with this. So that was make number 1. Let me get changed into make number 2. So make number 2, we'll keep with the Saguaro, shall we? So this is the Saguaro top. Now you have to excuse me because I haven't changed my underwear, and this is a bit more sheer, and this is a red fire engine red viscose from Fabricland again. So I made the top, but I made the top slightly different this time. So the top's the same in the sense that I've done the back and the back. What I've actually done, rather than doing a bias bound edge, I've just turned it under and given it a hem. Don't know if you can see that because it's very, very red. And so you can see it's probably not as wide as the other one, but yeah, it's still lovely. I still really like it. I really love this. I wore this to a barbecue on Sunday with a pair of white jeans, and I thought that this looks lovely. So I'll just pull down my skirt a little bit. So this has a very nice ruffled edge to it, and what I did was I lengthened this waistband so I could have that ruffle effect, which looks really nice with trousers. And again, I lengthened the top bit just to give that sort of pullover. So I'm really happy with the way that this top turned out. And thinking with the cord and the way I wanted it to look, I thought I would have a go at making a skirt as well to go with it. Now, I have made the Sabina skirt by the little pomegranate, I can't say it, I'm so sorry, before, and I've been really sort of mixed feelings. Okay, I've lost the ability to talk, and this is only the third garment. I've had mixed feelings about how it looks. So I thought I'm going to give it a go again. I think it'll look really nice in this set. And I put it on, and I said to my daughter, my eldest daughter, because I really wasn't sure about it, how does this look? And she said, in her words, Mum, you kind of look a bit stupid. So I am going to put it on because I think it's important that when we share the things that we love, we also share the things that don't go so well for us. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you with this top on how it looks as a set. But I just think the skirt just doesn't suit me. This skirt is just not for me. I just don't think it suits, is perfectly honest. Now, please bear in mind, I have black underwear on because I was appropriate in my Saguaro set. So, and this fabric is not exactly, it's quite sheer. So just apologise if you get a view of something you don't want to see. So, this is the top. I'm going to have to stand on my little stool to show you. There we go. That's the skirt with its pockets. I mean, it kind of looks a bit like a faux maxi dress thing. And I have done the top stitching around the waistband. So if I just show you, so I've done that because I don't actually like the way that the other waistbands look. So yeah, it's not horrible. And the more I look at it, because there's a big mirror behind you, I don't know, it just feels a bit old lady-like for me. I don't even know whether it's the pockets that put me off. I'm going to try it with a few different things just to see how I really feel about it, but it definitely doesn't go together as a set. I'll pop the line drawings in of the Sabina skirt so you can see, and I'll try and pop a picture in of me wearing the Sabina skirt and this top just so you can see what it looks like together. And maybe see if I can pop one with like a black top on so you can see what it looks like without this top, because it might just be too much in what I'm wearing. And let me know what your thoughts are on this, because this is one that I must admit I am really unsure of. But I do love the top. I think the top's gorgeous, and it will go with my black skinnies, it will go with my white jeans, it will go with most pairs of jeans. And because you've got that extra detail with that extra bit of ruffle just there, it's long enough that high-waisted jeans, it will just look perfect. And with the way that my weight loss is going, I feel a lot more comfortable wearing my high-waisted jeans with a slightly cropped top, although there's no belly actually showing. So that is my make number 3 and 4 really, because I think I'll end up wearing definitely the top separately. The jury's still out on whether I like the skirt or not. I love red on me, but yeah, I'll pop a picture in so you can see it in a bit more detail. Let me get changed into my next one. So the next thing I've got to share with you, you will see in my plans video, one of the things that I really wanted to do was use up some of my scraps. Now, I had some of this gorgeous sunflower jersey left in my scraps box, and there was just under a metre, and I thought I'll be able to get an Ellie and Mac tee out of that. So I'll pop the Ellie and Mac picture in so you understand what that is. It's the oversized tee. It's a really versatile pattern. There's lots and lots of different ways that you can do it. With the neckline, for example, I've got the boat neck. Sorry, my arm's actually up so you can't actually see that. You've got a normal crew neck. What else? There's long sleeve. There's a one with a hemband on the end, but they're all oversized. There's sort of a slouchy off the shoulder tee, and then you've got your little bit on the end. So off the shoulder tee. What's the right word for it? Dropped shoulder. There you go. Can't even remember. So I love this because it's on a black background. It's got the bright sunflowers, which are absolutely stunning, and it's really comfortable for when I'm wearing around the house, and that is what I wanted, just a couple of tees to throw on when I'm at home to be able to wear. So I'll stand up so you can see. I've actually still got my red skirt on because I thought I can't be asked to change back into my Saguaro trousers that are very, very bright and probably would look a bit distorted with this. So this is the oversized tee. It's just a t-shirt. There's not really much more that I can say on that, but it's absolutely lovely. And I didn't just do this one, I also did it in another material, which I'll show you in a second. So let me get that one out and show you that one. So this is the second one that I made. This is in a viscose jersey. I got this from Pound Fabrics last year and made a Freya dress around Christmas time in it. It needs an iron, sorry guys. Again, I've done it in the boat neckline version, and it just, this one, because it is viscose jersey, it's definitely got more drape to it. I mean, just turn you around so you can see standing up. But yeah, again, I absolutely love it. It's a really straightforward, just comfortable tee. They're not designed to be super hugging. They're not designed to be the most flattering things in the world, but it's perfect for what I need. And I'll pop a couple of pictures in of me wearing both so you can see both. But it is a great pattern. I absolutely love it. And I actually think with this particular pattern, because it's so versatile, you can get so much out of it. And I think it's only, it depends, because if you keep an eye on Ellie and Mac, sometimes they drop into the weekly sales and you can get it for like $2, which is, in pounds, is next to nothing. So definitely worth keeping an eye on Ellie and Mac and their weekly sales. If you subscribe to them, you'll get emails come through, and every week they'll send you a list of what they've got on sale. And I think that's when I got this pattern and how I got it so cheap. The girls love this as well because their smallest version, I think it comes in XXXS to X7XL in sizes. So yeah, great pattern. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Let me get changed into my next make. So some of you will remember that I grabbed some bargains in the Jenny Stitches sale, and you'll also remember in my last monthly makes I made a Soho 7 Remy raglan tee, which has become one of my favourite woven tee patterns. And I also snapped up some more of this fabric. Now I had this was a remnant, I think there was just slightly over a metre. And I had this once from Jenny Stitches to make a Tilly and the Buttons indigo dress, which I absolutely adore. I love this fabric. But because the print is so big, I really do feel that you've got to wear it. It's the Fabric Godmother Artemis print. And I really feel that you've got to wear this with something that just displays it. So this particular t-shirt's great. I can stick it on with jeans, and it just really, I think, shows off the print the best way possible. So let me stand up so I can share this with you. I think it's got quite a nice bit of shaping to it, considering it doesn't have any darts, and obviously it's got the raglan sleeves. It just sits beautifully. And I tell you something, I love viscose twill. I've actually realised it's one of my favourite fabrics to work with. Pop a picture in so you can see it on with me stationery. But let me know what you think to this and if you've made this pattern, because if you love it as much as I do, I'm having to stop myself from making because there's only so many raglan tees you need in your wardrobe. So yes, anyway, let's move on to the next make. Sticking with the theme of sharing my good with my bad makes. Now, I raved about this fabric. I bought it from an eBay seller. It's lovely quality. It's an ex-monsoon fabric, and I was gutted when I finished this dress. I have actually gone out and bought more of this fabric to make something else up in it. Now, I don't really know what went wrong with this. I made a Hazel dress by Rosary Apparel. I've made quite a few before, and they've all turned out great. I think that one of the problems that I had when I was making this was I've lost weight, and I hadn't taken that into consideration, and the bodice is quite fitted. I'd also made my last one out of a cotton, and I got the fitting perfect on it, whereas the first one was a little bit tight. So I'd compensated for that when I made my second one out of my Jewels fabric, which I'll pop a picture in of my second one, and I'll pop a picture in of my first one as well. And I'd stuck with the same adjustments that I'd made, and then obviously with this being a viscose, and I always find the fit is slightly different when you make something with a viscose. So forgive the bra because it is very, very loose, but I want to show you some of the disasters that we get. I am going to repurpose this fabric as well, as best I can to make something with. So here we have it. So you can see, I'll show you because you can see from just how much gaping's there, how much space I've got there, and at the back, it just, yeah, it was just an absolute disaster for me. I needed to actually bring it in quite a bit. You can see it moving over on the bra. I don't really want to show you my boobs. I'm not going to keep fiddling with it. It just didn't turn out well at all. I'm really, really disappointed with this because I love this fabric. I mean, look at that fabric. It's just beautiful, and look, it really suits me as well. So I have another 2 meters downstairs, and I think what I'm going to try and do is save it with and then repurpose what I can out of this. It's a nice big gathered skirt. I know there's at least 1 meter on one section of the skirt without a seam line that I can salvage. So yes, good with the bad, guys, good with the bad. I'm not going to post a picture of me in this dress because it's just a disaster, but I wanted to show you that I have made successful versions before, and that even when you've made successful versions, it can go horribly wrong. Let's go on to another make that was a little bit more successful for me. So I have to say, this is another favourite make of mine this month. This is the Lyle dress by Seamwork. I am a member of them, so I get 2 free patterns a month. I have made up a couple of different patterns now, and this one, I wanted to see what one of their stretch fabrics was like. This one was, it called out to me. I'll pop a picture of the line drawings in it so you can actually see what the style of the dress is like. Now, what I will say with this particular dress, the sizing is quite generous, and I had to size down by 2. So I went by my measurements and I fell into a size 12 as my measurements put me. And I made it up, and I made it up in this beautiful black fabric with the florals, big white and pink flowers on it. And it was one that I'd bought from So Do It Emma's D-Stash account. It was stunning. It was just huge. And even taking it in, because you've got these sort of bands on it, without unpicking everything and potentially damaging the fabric, it just wasn't going to work. So I decided to gift that to my stepmother, who it will fit perfectly, and she loves it, and it's very comfortable, and actually for her health she's very, very happy because it does everything it needs to do, so she's comfortable. So I then went away and I sort of sized down by 2 sizes, and I still had to take it in a little bit here. And I know it's supposed to be a loose fitting dress, but because I had to take it in here so it didn't gape around the bust area, it ends up making it a little bit more fitted, but I love the way it looks. So let me stand up and show you. I don't know if I've said, this is a Jenny Stitches fabric. Again, one that I got from the remnants, and I've still got some left. So this is the Lyle dress. Stand on my podium again. It's just beautiful. I don't know if it's the fabric that actually makes this so stunning, because it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's on a navy base, and it's got all these pink and purple flowers over it. I do like flowers, don't get me wrong, and I do like floral, but I'm more of an abstract girl. But when I put this on, I feel very girly. I'm very sort of, yeah, I don't know. I'll pop a picture in of me wearing it so you can actually see it on with me stationary, with it standing. I don't think in the picture you can really see the navy back on it. I think it looks, the fabric looks quite different to what it does in real life. But the other thing I really like about this is the neckline. The way that goes in is just, it's just beautiful. I think it's quite a nice shape neckline. So when I wear my hair up with this, which I think I've got it up in the picture, it looks really, really pretty. So that is the Lyle dress by Seamwork. So coming up, I have got my last two makes, which are the same thing. One is a toile, and then one is a second version in a slightly different material that again were in my plans. So I haven't actually ironed this one, but this is the much loved Lyra dress that I've heard lots of people talk about, lots of people share, and I really, really have been looking forward to wanting to make one up myself. So I toiled it in this fabric. The reason I did that is because this is cotton, and with cotton it's so easy to work with. I wanted to just see how it came together and how it worked. I used these gorgeous Paige Joanna heart buttons, just because I thought they kind of blended into the pattern, but when you actually see it, you can see them a little bit more. And to be fair, because it was a toile, I didn't really expect to get much wear out of this, but actually I kind of love it, and I've worn it to work a couple of times. It's definitely a summer dress. So with the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra, you've got an option. You can have a short version, or you can have an extra tier, and you can have long sleeve with an elasticated cuff. This particular version is obviously the short sleeved with a without the tier on the bottom. It's just a short version and then the waist tie. Let me turn you around so you can actually see the dress in its entirety. Now, I omitted the pockets, but you can put pockets in. I omitted the pockets because, to be fair, I was making a toile, and I just wanted it to come together nice and quickly. I didn't expect to love this as much as I do. But this is perfect. I'll keep it as a summer make, and at least I'm going to get wear out of it. This fabric was, I believe, from Hobbycraft, and I got it back when I started sewing, so quite a number of years ago. Yeah, I can't remember how long ago, so I don't know if they'd still have this in stock. But like I said, it's just 100% cotton, and it is lovely. Really, really came together nicely. It's quite a narrow fabric, if I remember rightly. So that after I made this, it made me go on to make another version, and I made it in a viscose. Now, I have to say, guys, I'm not particularly sure about this version. I haven't actually made the waist tie for it because I'm so unsure whether I'll wear it. So I made it in, I'm gonna show you up close the actual fabric, because I think when you look on when I share my pictures with you, it looks slightly pinky, but it's not. It's a lovely red. And I've done red buttons down the front. Maybe I should have done black. I've popped in one of the labels that came in my little lovely parcel from Yorkshire Sew Girl, Roanne. She sent me some labels in a little part, and I'm in love. So, and when I was making the Lyra, I thought it was quite only apt that I put one of her labels in there, because I think of her whenever I look at fabrics and wanting to make more of these. So yeah, and I haven't done the waist tie because I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now, with it being viscose, with this, it's still quite loose fitting. So if I just undo, the tie, take the tie off. So with this, without the tie on, it's still quite loose fitting. Now, this is a size 6 in the Tilly and the Button sizes. And I don't know, I mean, I'd always wear a tie because I don't like the way it gapes there. But the thing is, I think if I size down, I might end up with bust gape here. But let me just pop on the other version so you can see what I mean by maybe needing to size down again. So this is, sorry, I keep putting my boobs in front of the camera, apologies. This is the viscose version. Let me stand up on my podium so you can see it. Oh. And you can see I've got more room, more ease in this one as a size 6 than I had in my cotton. I mean, I know with different fabrics that can make a difference. But yeah, I just felt I might try, because I think I predominantly make this out of viscose. I don't think cotton would be something. I was only using it because it was a toile. I feel that I'd probably go for a viscose version because I prefer a drapier look. But also with the viscose, which I didn't have with the cotton. Look at my shoulders. Look at how far down they come. So I think that's also putting me off of this. And I actually feel a bit that the print might be a bit mature for me. I don't know. I think if I had the waist belt, cinch it in like that, it would look okay. I'm just not sure. I'll wear this at home so it gets worn. I'm not 100% happy with it. It's come together nicely. It looks okay. The pictures look nice that I took in it. I just have to be honest and say it's probably not one of my favourite makes, and it's not the pattern itself. And I do think my next version, and you'll see when I release my September plans vlog, I've got a fabric that I shared with you that I had intentions of making a Lyra with. I just wanted to get a couple of twirls in. And I thought it's a viscose twill, the other fabric. So this one's a very, very thin. It was like water to work with. Whereas that one I think has a little bit more structure to it. And I'm debating whether I need to size down to a size 5. The problem is, like I said, I've lost a bit of weight. So normally I'm a size 7 or verging on 8 in Tilly and the Buttons patterns. And I'm finding that I'm not getting my head round remeasuring and needing to work out what size I am. And I sized down with the Lyra because I'd heard that but had said it was oversized. So I went down to a 6, and that worked really well for the cotton. But in the viscose, it feels even looser on me. And you can see I've tried them both on together, so it's not like from when I made it, even though I've only made it across the span of a month. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are. If any of you have had these kind of experiences, please let me know in the comments below. I do have one more make to share with you. This one I'm not going to put on, and I haven't got it out. But just go in my partner's wardrobe. My partner, so I'll just show you something. So my wardrobe is this double wardrobe just here. And then up above, I've got all of these lovely cupboards. And then around here is a little single wardrobe that is my partner's. Yes, so he built that for me. He's a fantastic chippy. So I made my other half a shirt. This hasn't been ironed either, so apologies. This is out of a beautiful linen that I got from Jenny Stitches again. It is, I've got a lovely little, oh, swearing, so I just won't show it too much, label in there. And it is the McCall's pattern, the M6044. Very straightforward pattern. I have omitted, I've done version A, and I've omitted the pocket from the front, but I love it. I will pop a picture of him in it on here for you to see. He hates the picture, guys, I'm sorry, but you know, what can I do? I thought he looked fantastic. He got tons of compliments because he actually wore it to a beer festival, and he will be taking this on holiday with him. So that was my final make of August. So a bit of a long one, guys. Lots there. This is why I'm going to start breaking it down. I have a week off work this week, which is why I'm able to change into everything and show you everything. So hopefully I'm going to do the Friday sews this week. There will be some productive makes this week because I have time at home. I have been shopping with my girls today. I am out tomorrow, but I already have things cut out and ready to go. So yes, hopefully there'll be some makes to share with you on Friday in my very first Friday sews. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch me, guys. Have a fantastic week. I hope you have time to sew, and happy sewing. Bye.